All right, guys. So big news. Trump's tariffs that were set to shake up the housing market are now paused for 30 days. But what does this mean for you? Will home prices continue to skyrocket once these tariffs kick in? Will mortgage rates continue to go up even more? They're already high. They're above 7% on the 30-year conventional. We're going to get into that in a few. But the most important thing is, what should home buyers, investors, and builders do right now to prepare? So in today's episode of Rants and Gems, I'm going to break this down, the real impact these tariffs could have on the housing market in 2025. Trust me, guys, this is a show you don't want to miss. All right. So make sure you guys share this with 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, anyone who's in the real estate industry. Matter of fact, all my realtors, loan officers, tap in the comments below. Make sure you represent where you're from, what you're representing. But this is something that you don't want to miss if you are looking to purchase a home in 2025. All right. Like, comment, share, hit the bell for notifications, download Rants and Gems on all podcast audio outlets. So let's get into this. First of all, like I said earlier, they're paused right now, 30 days with Canada and Mexico. China, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of war. But how could this impact the increased home builder costs? So with Trump's new 25% tariffs on the Chinese imports have been paused for 30 days, giving builders a brief window to prepare for the higher costs. Once these tariffs go into effect, we're going to see major cost increases in key home building materials. Now, materials have already been high as hell. And trust me, as someone who's in the process of finishing up a build, let me tell you, these materials are already expensive. They're already ridiculous, in my opinion, especially lumber and plywood, right? Now, lumber and plywood could go higher. Framing, flooring, roofing, steel, aluminum, right? Structural components, appliances, HVAC systems, electrical wiring and fixtures like lighting, circuit panels, plumbing materials, copper pipes, fittings, water heaters, all these essential materials, most of them are being imported, right? And if we have these tariffs that's going to go into place, you can expect that all these materials are only going to get more expensive. Now, let me ask you guys who are watching this live, or even if you're going to watch this on a replay, how many people are in the process of building, doing a rehab where you need any of those materials? Type it in chat, because I want to know who's here with me right now. Type it in chat. Let us know. Have y'all been seeing costs, especially over the past, I would say 2 years, 3 years? I mean, it kind of been settling down a little bit, but they're still high as hell. Let me know what you think in the comments about that, because I really feel like the materials are definitely going to get more and more expensive, which ultimately will drive up costs. Now, builders are estimating that these tariffs could add an extra $5,000 to $10,000 to the cost of a new home. I personally think it's going to probably add double that, right? Probably 10 to 20,000, depending on the type of home, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, et cetera, et cetera. But as we all know, builders got to make profit too at the same time. So, and the subcontractors need to make profit. So if they're estimating 5 to 10,000, to me, I'm always going to double that up. And that's going to only increase the prices of homes, right? The National Association of Builders are saying that this will make home ownership even less affordable, especially for first-time home buyers. Now, the market is already unaffordable as is. It is definitely unaffordable as is for a lot of first-time home buyers, and a lot of these folks are already boxed out of the market. So with these tariffs in the short term can continue to push the first-time home buyers completely out of the market. And especially if interest rates don't go down, man, this could be bad news. And this could be, and look, let me just keep it real with y'all. This could be potentially bad news for those who are in the industry from a transactional standpoint as well, right? From a transactional standpoint, the first time home buyer market or that primary residence market is a huge part of the market. And it's already been down for the past 2 years. We're already seeing and feeling it on the transactional end. So with these tariffs, it's not going to make it easier at all, right? It's not going to make it easy at all. Okay. Yeah. So I don't like that. I was just reading some of your comments. And Leon, I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta chill out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right. Short-term strategy. Builders may rush to complete projects before the tariffs pause in. So that could be a good thing, right? Expect bulk material purchases from developers before the pricing hike hits. Some builders may pause new developments to wait out the tariff situation, further slowing up new home supply. Man, if that happens, if some of these builders actually pause on these developments because of the tariffs, man, that could be bad news for inventory. And again, that's only going to drive prices high. Now, here's another thing that we got to take into consideration when it comes to these tariffs: potential mortgage rate hikes, right? It might be delayed a little bit, but it's still a concern. So, why tariffs equal higher interest rates, mortgage interest rates specifically? Because they increase the cost of goods, leads to inflation. The Fed may keep rates higher for a longer period of time to control inflation. This is not what we want, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want this. We don't want the Feds to pause. They already paused it on this last meeting. They didn't do no action, right? We don't want that. We want the rates, the Fed funds rates, to continue to go lower. Again, it doesn't control the mortgage rates, but it's a good sign. And sometimes the bond market reacts and a 10-year treasury reacts in a positive way and mortgage rates drop, right? But if the Feds decide to raise the Fed's funds, then mortgage rates can damn sure rise alongside with them. Not good, not good, not good. Now, like many of you who are watching this right now, I am one who has been hoping for more rate cuts in 2025 and mortgage rates to drop. But if these tariffs come into play, we might be shit out of luck. Excuse my French, but I had to say it. We might be shit out of luck for lower interest rates in 2025. And honestly, y'all, that will piss me off big time. Because I, for one, want lower mortgage rates. Type in chat, do you want lower mortgage rates? Because I know I do. I need lower mortgage rates at this point. We all do. So I'm hoping that these tariffs don't come into effect. So rates have already been hovering around 7% on a 30-year mortgage. And even today, right? Even today, let's take a look at this right now. Let me share my screen. Let me show y'all what the rates are right now. Let's go into this right now. Let's close this. Let me bring this up. How do I bring this up again? All right, let me bring this up for y'all. Let me share my screen. Present, share screen, today's mortgage rates. All right, let me know in chat if y'all can see my screen. Type yes in chat if y'all can see my screen. Now, This is one of my favorite websites out there, Mortgage News Daily, right? Um, I love Mortgage News Daily. Most of y'all who follow me know I use this website on a regular basis. A lot of great information. But if you look here on the chart, you will see, and let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Pause. Type yes in chat. Y'all can see my screen. Okay, good. So we see where mortgage rates are right now. Mortgage rates on a 30-year fix. Now, when you see mortgage rates advertised online, y'all, this is for conventional mortgages, primary residence, single family home, typically over a 740 credit score with 20% down payment. These rates don't include points. These rates don't mean that if you apply for a mortgage today with a lender that you're going to get this rate. This is just giving you an idea of what the national average is. Okay? That makes sense to y'all? If that makes sense, type yes in chat. But understand that this is where we are right now. We're at 7%. And the FHA is right around 6.5%, VA right around 6.5%, 15-year around 6.5%, right? But we want this to be in the fives. That's what we need right now. We need these rates to be in the fives, ladies and gentlemen. And they're not. So if we're looking at what these tariffs are doing, if they come into play, you can expect these rates to go a point higher. Just my personal opinion. That's what I think. And I'll be honest with you guys, this will piss me the hell off. Piss me the hell off. But what can you do? We can only control what we can control, right? At the end of the day. So if these tariffs do happen, and if inflation worsens by mid 2025, expect to be 8% and above. So for all of you right now, and this is not to kind of like put a gun to your head or anything like that. This is me telling you, if you can lock into something right now, you out here shopping, don't wait, don't hesitate. Trump is in office for what, 10 days now? 13 days, 2 weeks? And the amount of information and news that has come out in the first 2 weeks of his presidency has been unprecedented. This is just like every day or every other hour, there's new Trump news. So who knows what else this man is going to do and say that can drive inflation up, rates up. Lock in, right? Because remember, higher mortgage rates equal higher monthly payments, and it's going to reduce your affordability. So if you're in a position right now to capture a deal, get the deal. Now, let's look at this for example. Let's look at this. Let me give you an example. A $400,000 home today at a 7% interest rate is $2,661 a month. That's principal and interest. A 8% interest rate at $400,000 is $2,935 a month. That's a difference of $274 a month, y'all. 1% higher in interest rates on a $400,000 home with today's market, what I just shared with you, can cost you an extra what's 274 times 12? Somebody do that math for me. Let me do that math. 274 times 12. That's an extra $3,288. $3,288 a year if the mortgage rates increase, if these tariffs come into play and inflation rises and mortgage rates jump from 7% to 8%. Now, This is why I just said to you guys, if you're in the market right now and you're looking to purchase something, don't wait, don't hesitate. This is not the time to be sitting here lollygagging. This is the time to get busy and lock in, because that's just the monthly payment. I didn't even calculate the interest. How much in interest that's going to cost you. Maybe I'll do that later in the show. Right? Maybe I get that later in the show. But for you first time home buyers who are already struggling with affordability, for the buyers who are relying on FHA, VA, conventional financing with low down payments, this is going to hit you the hardest. For investors who are using BRRRR strategies and doing fix and flip loans, hard money loans, your borrowing costs could increase with these tariffs. So again, I know we all love the unicorn pandemic days of 2%, 3%, 4% rates, but those days are long behind us now. And we have to adjust to this new world order that we're in. And from what I've been telling you guys for the past 2 years, don't wait to buy real estate and wait. Type that in chat, y'all. Chat, liven up. Type it in chat. Don't wait to buy real estate and wait. And we got almost 200 people here live with me today. I appreciate you guys showing up for me. Make sure you guys like this video and share it with 10 people. Okay? But you have to. And you know what? I see some of y'all asking me the difference in payments. I'm going to show y'all. We're going to do some calculations today because I want to get this. I want to get this point across. So y'all stay with me for another 20 minutes. We're going to get through this, right? Now, I told y'all some of the things y'all should be doing. Y'all should lock in if you can. Way before the feds react to inflation data, right? Investors, you need to factor in high financing costs when running your deal analysis. Very important. And speaking of that, you know what I'm going to do right now? Because it's Black History Month. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break. You know, I got the 90-day real estate investing boot camp. If you're part of the boot camp, type boot camp in chat. We got a session tomorrow. I got two of the best investors that I know speaking tomorrow. I got my man Tash Nugent and my guy Charles, handsome home buyer. Right? This is going to be an amazing session tomorrow. My YouTube people, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all support. And if you have been a part of the boot camp, I want you guys to give me your reviews in the comments and let the people know about the boot camp, right? But this is what I'm gonna do for y'all. YouTube, I love y'all. I just put the Zoom link for tomorrow's boot camp in the chat for you, for supporting me, for loving me. It's Black History Month, so I'm gonna give y'all a gift right there. Make sure y'all register. I'm not telling you to pay, I'm telling you to register. I put the Zoom link in there. Now let me get back to the programming. I thought I'd do that for y'all real quick. Let me see who's paying attention. And once you register, type registered in chat. Once you registered, type registered in chat. Because trust me, you're going to want to hear what these gentlemen have to say tomorrow. Okay? But now let's get back to this, right? Like I said, investors, when you're running your deals, and this is why I threw the boot camp in there, because tomorrow I'm talking to two investors that have, you know, massive real estate portfolios. And I'm going to ask them all about this stuff and how they're analyzing deals and all this other good stuff. So I want y'all to be a part of that. So it's 190 of y'all on here, almost 200 of y'all. I want all of y'all to participate. It's my gift to you. My gift to you. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Show up. Type in chat registered once you registered. Type in chat registered once you register, because I want you guys to understand from people who have 8-figure portfolios of how they're going to move and shake, right? Refinance strategies are going to be delayed if rates remain high. And again, from a financing perspective, from a transactional perspective, like that's going to hurt us. And speaking of that, Tatch is emailing me, texting me right now as we speak, right? Like literally right now. So let me respond to him real quick while y'all still talking in the comments. Let me know if y'all registered. Let me know if y'all registered. Hold on. Yeah. Type registered in chat once you registered. And he's hitting me up, ready to go. All right. So, you're going to have, again, I already went through construction, delays in home construction, chain supply issues, right? I kind of went through that in the first subject, but the most important thing is, it's going to be expensive if these tariffs go into play. It's going to be more expensive for home buyers. It's going to be more expensive for investors. It's going to be more expensive for people who are looking to do 2 or 3Ks and renovation loans and renovate properties, because the material is going to go higher. Your interest rates can potentially go higher than what they are. Everything can go higher. Higher rents too. All right. Think about this. Here's the pro though. Higher rents will, and more demand for multifamily housing, right? As home ownership becomes more expensive, renting becomes the only option for many. So rents could potentially rise if fewer people can afford to buy. This is going to create increased demand for rentals. Landlords facing higher property maintenance costs due to material price increases will pass the cost on to tenants. This is a con for tenants, but positive for landlords. Wage growth isn't going to keep up with inflation, meaning renters will spend a larger portion of their income on housing. So multifamily investors and landlords could potentially benefit. Now, home buyers, fix and flip folks could potentially not benefit from this because rising costs and things of that nature. But if you're buying for cash flow, type in chat, y'all, cash flow. Cash flow. And I love to see all y'all saying registered, 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 registered. I love to see that, right? But those of us who are buying for cash flow and buying income, the apartment occupancy rates are expected to rise, especially in urban markets. Investors in single-family rental homes will see higher demand and increased cash flow potential. Section 8 and subsidized housing demand may increase as more middle-class renters struggle with affordability, right? So if you're an investor, buy rental properties before home prices and mortgage rates rise any further. Long-term leases may become more popular as tenants look to lock in rates before rent spikes, right? So there's pros to this, there's cons to this, there's a lot more cons to this. But as a multifamily investor myself, higher rents make me smile. It's more cash flow. So for all my house hackers out here, damn, where's my books? Oh, here they go. For all my house hackers out here, house economics, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go order this book and read up on it, because this could be for you. this could be for you. Somebody said, I heard Section 8. Graham, you said Section 8 payments froze up today? I didn't hear that. Cash flow, right? Cash flow. And rents, and Carmen, you're right. Rents have been rising for the past 4 years, but it's going to, what do you think is going to continue to happen? The cost of things, if these tariffs happen, everything gets passed off to the consumer. That's just the way of anything, right? When things get more expensive, the consumer is the one who's going to feel the pain, not not the not nobody else. So we always got to realize that the consumer, which is all of us, right? Which is all of us. Uh, Good question, Fritz. I'm gonna answer this real quick. You said, will you use a HELOC to buy rental properties in this environment? Hell yes, absolutely. Only if you have a plan. Only if you know exactly what you're doing, and you have the credit, capital, capacity, the triple C's. I always talk about this, right? But the capacity is the most important thing. A lot of people take out home equity line of credits and they don't have a plan. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just sitting out here, just willy nilly take out 150,000 and don't haven't studied, haven't read one book, right? Haven't done anything to further their education. So, Fritz, further your education. The more you learn, the more you earn at the end of the day. So, the more you're putting into your education, join the program, get coaching, mentorship, so you understand exactly what you're doing. The price you invest into yourself, the money that you invest into yourself for your education is only going to be an infinite return on it. You can't lose. And even if you lose, you win. You have more to win than you have more to lose. So, yes, you should take out a HELOC if you know what the hell you're doing. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, then just leave the money alone. Now, somebody in the comment wanted to see um what was that? I guess the payment increase, right? So you want to see the payment increase, I think, off of a 8. Yeah, but interest rates go up makes it risky, no? All right. So Fritz, you say, yeah, but if interest rates go up, it makes it risky. If interest rates go up and all this happens, what was the last part of my conversation? Rents go up too. So when you buy investment properties, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain this to you. When you're buying investment properties, the intent is for your tenant to pay the bill, not you. This is not your primary residence. So when you're doing any of this uh, borrowing from your primary residence, whatever that payment is on a HELOC, you have to calculate that into your figures, into your numbers. You have to make sure that those numbers from the rental property is cash flowing enough not only to pay the debt service on the rental property, but also to cover the HELOC payment for the money that you use to buy that property. But still, there's enough margin in the deal for you to cash flow and make a profit as an investor. So, is there risk? There's a risk with walking out your door every day. It's risking everything in life. But if you have faith, you have knowledge, what's the fear? Right? Why fear? See, Fritz, my brother, we can't walk around fearing anything. Fritz, do you have faith, my brother? Do you have faith, Fritz? If any of you, do you have faith? Type faith in chat. Do y'all have faith? Type faith in chat. Because if you got faith, then why do you have fear? It's a contradiction. If you have faith, why do you have fear? I don't fear anything but God. I don't fear anyone but God. I thank God for his mercy every day. That's the only rap I'm afraid of. This right here? Oh no. You talking about making money, losing money? I have no fear of making money, and I damn sure don't have no fear of losing money. In fact, losing money comes with the territory of making money because you got to lose to gain sometime. And as long as I have my faith and I'm absolutely steadfast on my goals and I'm like locked in, the blinders on, I'm not looking to the left, the right of me, I'm looking straight in front of me, my faith going to carry me. And I'm going to get what I got to get. Because if I lose, I win. And if I win, I win. So no matter what, y'all, keep your faith. We can't worry about if interest rates go up. Man, life is risky. Walking out your door as a black person in America, in this new America, is risky. Okay? So what we have to do is focus on the opportunities that are presented to us as a community and take advantage of it and have faith that everything is going to work out the way it needs to be. And even when it don't work out, hell, it's going to work out because you're going to figure out how to do it better the next time. I was telling one of my mentees today, sometimes you got to take 10 steps backwards to move 100 steps forward in life. And hey, if you take a little bit of a loss, like, oh, well, get back up and let's get to it. Get back up and let's get to it. So we can't have fear and talking about we have faith. The two don't mix. The two don't mix like money and blood sometimes, right? The two don't mix. So for me, I ain't thinking about no fear because I know my faith is too high. And I'm taking a risk every day of my life as the breadwinner, as the leader, as everything to my family. My last name depends on me. Your last name depends on you. So we ain't got time to be fearful. Nah, because we got capacity. And this is why I'm on this channel twice a week now, giving y'all content. This is why my mentees, we doing group calls every other week. And shout out to my inner circle mentees. We got the meetup this Saturday in person. There's only 2 more seats left, FYI, right? We got the 90-day boot camp tomorrow. We're going to get the capacity that we need. So the education we need to go out here and do what we got to do. Y'all feel me? If you feel me, type I feel you, MG in chat. If y'all feel me, type I feel you, MG in chat. If y'all feel me, type I feel you, MG in chat. Yep, I feel you, MG. I feel you, MG. I love that. Yeah. Let's go. We ain't got time for this. I'm glad y'all all feel me. So now let's get back to what I was talking about. Let me share my screen. Let's go to the mortgage calculator. Let me know if y'all can see the calculator in chat. Let me know if y'all can see the calculator in chat. Type it in chat. Christian says you got to be able to lose 10,000 in order to make 100,000. I agree with that. I can see the calculator. All right, bet. Let's run this over because somebody said this is the cost of waiting. Okay, let's talk about the cost of waiting. Okay, uh, let's do a 700. I think somebody said an $800,000 home. Right, 20% down. Let's say the rate is 7%. Okay, I'm not going to put home insurance and property taxes and cost or none of that into these equations right now. We're just going to do this numbers off of straight principal and interest and taxes insurance, right? So make sure y'all type this number in chat because y'all asked for this in chat. On $800,000 home today at a 7% interest rate with 20% down, you're looking at a principal and interest payment of $42.57. Type in chat $42.57. At 8%, let me put, where's my calculator? $42.57. Now at 8% on 800,000, you're looking at $46.96. 46. So you're looking at a difference of $439, y'all. A difference of $439 if interest rates, because of these tariffs, go up from 7% to 8%. A 1% difference on 800,000 can cost you $439 a month or $5,268. So you see the cost. You see like look at the difference of what it's going to cost you, y'all, by waiting. There's an opportunity cost for everything in life. There's an opportunity cost for everything. Let's do another number. Somebody give me another sales price range. Type it in chat. Give me another sales price range that y'all want me to run another opportunity cost for you. Give me another sales price range in chat. Give me another one because I want you guys to see these visuals, right? See these visuals for yourself. There's an opportunity cost. And this is why I've been expressing to you guys since the pandemic. Fucking buy, man. Buy. Buy. Okay. So you know what? Justin Burns says 350. I'm gonna go with 350 because that's a very affordable number, right? So let's go 350. And this is probably a good first-time home buyer market, depending on where you are. 350,000. What? And let's just make this a little bit more realistic. Let's put 5% down. All right, because a lot of people don't have 20%. So let's do 5% down and let's see what that principal and interest payment is on 350. It's 2212. 2212. Right? Because your interest rate only controls your principal and interest payment. So 2212 on 350 with 5% down and a 7% interest rate. If the rates go up to 8%, that now payment goes to 2439. 2439. So you're talking about $227 difference. Times that by 12. In year one, that's a cost of $2,700. That's a cost. And this is not including taxes and insurance, y'all. This is principal and interest. Remember, your interest rate doesn't control what your insurance is, doesn't control the insurance payment in your escrow, doesn't control what your PMI payment is going to be, doesn't control what your property taxes payment is going to be, and your mortgage payment. Remember, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance is your full mortgage payment. But your P&I, your principal and interest, is what the interest rates, if that goes up or down, that's what's going to be impact your mortgage payment. Okay? That's going to impact your mortgage payment. So when you look at a $350,000 deal from a 7% interest rate to an 8% interest rate, it's costing you $227 $1,000 a month. Now let's do New York, 900,000, right? 900,000 at 5%. That's a 62, 67, 62, 73. No, I'm sorry. Let's do New York at 7% first. Sorry. So at a 7% New York, 5% down, that's 5688. 5688 principal and interest. If the rate go to 8%, that rate goes to 8% or 5% down, your payment goes from 5688 y'all to 6273. That's $585 difference. That is a $7,000 a year difference from waiting. So if you're in New York, Jersey, DC, LA, all these high cost areas with a $900,000 home, in some or most neighborhoods, is not even a mansion. It's a regular home. If you wait and you continue to wait, the rate goes up by 1%. You're costing yourself $7,000 a year, y'all. $7,000 a year. So Justin Burns, you're saying there's no inventory where you're from. Find it somewhere else then. You gotta find it because it's there. Ooh, go ahead, Byron. Shout out to Byron 23. Opportunity cost is knowing the price of everything and the value of nothing. Yeah, Byron. Talk to them, King. Talk to them. Talk to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's an opportunity cost for everything in life. And if you keep waiting and 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 waiting, we're not even talking about the home prices going up with all of this too. Because if these tariffs come into play, like I stated earlier in this episode, the cost of the homes are going to not those are going to go up along with the interest rates. So now that $900,000 home might go up, even if it goes up 2%, 3%. You're talking about that's another 18,000 to 30, almost $30,000. So that $900,000 home today might be 930 in 3 months. And that's just going to further put you out of the mix. So are y'all following me on this? Are y'all following me this? Do y'all get where I'm going with all of this? Type yes or no in chat, please. We got you, MG. Yeah, Christian. Type we got you, MG in chat. I like that one. I just made that up today. Yeah, we got you, MG. Okay. Do I like this? Um, I think I like this. Um, yeah. Okay. So Terrell says, if you were closing on a new construction in June, when do you think is the best to lock in the mortgage interest rate? Shit, the way this is going, I will see if that lender can offer you like a 6 month rate lock and see exactly what that looks like. So if I was closing on a new construction 6 months from now, 5 months from now, however far, what month are we in? February? I don't know what the hell year we in, what month we in. I'm totally lost. But I will see if you could get a 6 month rate lock with a float down option. Everybody type in chat. Do you know what a float down option is? Type yes or no in chat. Type yes or no in chat, especially you, Terrell. Do you know what a float down option is? Type yes or no in chat. Only one person say yes so far. Wow. 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 Yes, Byron. It is an academy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta join the program. Okay, so a float down option is when basically if the market changes by at least some lenders will have different rules on this, right? But typically, if you lock into a rate, let's just say it's 7%, and if the market mortgage rate drops to 6 and 3/4, then the lender can float down your rate to take advantage of the lower interest rate. Some lenders might say it have to drop down at least a half a point in order for you to take advantage of the float down option. Now, Terrell, if you have a 6 month rate lock plus a float down option, it could be a little expensive, in terms of origination fees. So you want to check with the lender, number one, to see if they even offer float downs. And number two, what is the cost? And then you have to weigh out the cost of all of this and does it make both sense for you to move forward with it. But the float down option is what you should look into. And Venetia, I don't count. I'm an agent. It's all good. Shout out to you. Okay. All right. We got over 200 people here with me live, man. I appreciate y'all all for tapping in. Make sure you like this video and for y'all support. I'm putting the link. Tomorrow is session 3 of the 90-day real estate investing boot camp. Tomorrow I got heavy hitters, Tatch Nugent, and I have my guy, Charles, the handsome home buyer. You could go check them both out on Instagram. They're both going to be speaking tomorrow. And since we were talking a lot about investing in this episode, I say, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna give y'all the Zoom link to register for free. Uh, you don't have to pay for it. You won't get access to the replays, but you'll be able to come and be behind the scenes and watch the boot camp. And I promise you, once you see the information from tomorrow, you're gonna want to see session 2, session 3, and the next 7, 8 sessions that I have coming. Oh, and there's another thing with the boot camp. I didn't even say this to y'all. We've been doing them every other Wednesday, but for Black History Month, I'm going to do them every Wednesday. So instead of having 2 sessions in the month of February, we're going to have 4 sessions in the month of February. So all my boot camp people, y'all are in for a treat for Black History Month. So realtors, I will highly advise you to join the boot camp. I will highly advise you guys come behind the scenes, come take a look at it tomorrow. Trust me, you're going to get a lot of game from it. All right. A lot of game from it. Good question. Susan said, show of hands of those waiting to that can buy versus those trying but can't buy. Good poll. Let's take that poll right now. We need a show of hands of those who are waiting that can buy versus those trying to buy but can't. Let us know in the chat. Venicia says she will be there. So official Ken, like, tell me what you're looking for. So don't put your show of hands. Just put either you're waiting or can't buy. Put that so we know. Those who are waiting, who can buy but are waiting, put just waiting. And if you want to buy but you can't for whatever reasons, income, DTI, not enough money says, put can't buy. Can't do the inventory. No, let's not blame inventory. Let's just say you're waiting because you're waiting for inventory, I guess, right? Can't buy, trying to buy before summer, waiting. Okay. We got some good responses. Waiting, can't, DTI, can't buy. Okay. I love the honesty in this. Can't buy, I'm waiting, and can buy, waiting. Okay. Trying to figure out what I can do with what I got. Okay. Okay. Can't buy. All right. Waiting. At least y'all being honest with yourselves. I love this, man. I love this. This is nice group participation today. Nice group participation today. All right. So we've been on this right now for 52, 53 minutes right now. You know, let me know. Let me know how y'all feeling right now. Did y'all get a lot of information from this video? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Was this useful information? Can't buy a second home, do the DTI from the first. Oh, nah, you just don't, somebody's probably don't know what they're doing. Where there's a will, there's always a way. When there's a will, there's always a way. Trust me on that when I tell you. When there's a will, there's a way. Do we understand opportunity costs more? Real estate for real estate. All your videos are useful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very useful information. Yes, this was very informative, especially with the way things are going today. Very useful. No, I appreciate that. Thank you guys for that. And, you know, for all you guys who are commenting, and I want to give y'all my free gift for y'all today. Come to the real estate boot camp tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just put the Zoom link in there to register. Okay. Absolutely useful information. Thanks, MG. Tiffany, we have down payment assistance programs available. Tap in because we have them. Jacqueline says, have the equity, new to this, learning so I can buy. Jacqueline, come tomorrow to the investing boot camp. The Zoom link, I just put it in the chat again. You need to be there because if you have the equity and you're new to this and you need to learn, you need to get behind the wall. And I'm giving y'all the opportunity to get behind the wall right now. And yes, Rachel, this will be saved. You can watch it on a live replay as soon as I stop this live. But make sure you all come to the real estate investing boot camp. You're going to learn from two of the best tomorrow. And I got some shit to talk about tomorrow too. So you want to get an idea of what we're doing. And for my folks who are part of the boot camp, who've been part of the 2 sessions so far, let them know in the chat the type of information that we've been going through. Let them know in the chat. Registered. I need the information, MG, and I haven't even gotten my license yet. Well, the more you learn, the more you earn, because your license ain't going to teach you how to sell or make money. Your license is going to teach you the law so you can not get arrested. Right? So you need to be a part of the program. Facts. Grim says, do you think it's worth paying off my car if it will help my DTI? How much do you owe on your car, Grim? This is a good question. How much do you owe on your car right now? What's the monthly payment? Come on, Grim. Talk to me. I'm trying to answer your question because I need a little bit more information. Because I want to give you some game right now that you can use that can help you. So Grim asks, do you think it's worth paying off my car if it will help my DTI? Your car is only $10K and it's $225 a month. I would need to see what your DTI is, but I would probably just refinance the car and put it in my business name. And now my business pays for it. And you pay for the $225 a month out of your business account. And if you pay the $225 out of your business account or whatever that car note is going to be, now, obviously, let me preface this by saying, if you refinance the car into your LLC name, like a bank like Bank of America would do that, right? Now, so if you do something like that, you got to make sure your payment is not going to be higher and stuff like that. It got to make sense, right? You can't go from $225 to $400. It wouldn't make sense. Or $225 to $300, right? It can't make sense. So you got to see if that refinance, number one, would it make sense? Okay. Number one, would it make sense? And if the numbers did make sense with the refinance, I will put it into my business name. I will make the monthly payment out of my business account. And then we can document that the business is paying for the car. And then we can omit the car note from your debt to income ratio without you spending $10,000 to pay it off when you could use that $10,000 to buy you real estate or use it towards your real estate purchase. Now, if the numbers don't make sense on a refinance, then, and if your DTI is really impacted by you paying off that, then I could potentially wait. But if this is a finance, and I think if you have less than like 8 or 7 payments or something like that left on it, then the DTI, that payment could be automatically excluded from your debt to income ratio. That makes sense? The boot camp information is amazing. The last session was almost 3 hours long. That's a fact. You need to join the boot camp now. Business credit was the second boot camp session. Well, those of you who are just registering today, You won't get access to these sessions that Byron is mentioning. You're just going to get tomorrow. Now, once you join and pay and stuff like that, then you'll get access to the replays. But Byron's right. So, Grim, you got it? Good. So, again, I just put the link in the comments for the boot camp. That's tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There was a question up here I wanted to take. Yvette Miller, you asked, are there first-time homebuyer programs for those who are retired? As I'm retired, but I don't qualify for first-time homebuyer, I make too much for one person. Yes, there are programs for people who are on retirement income that don't have income restrictions attached to it. There's a lot of programs out there. If you make too much, you won't qualify. But I do know of several that you don't need is no income restrictions. Okay. So I'm gonna put the link. We come up. We're an hour on the show. If you like, let me see how many likes do we have on this video right now. Let's see how many likes we have on this video, because if we need more likes on these videos, y'all. Again, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and what we got going on, but I need you guys to get some more likes on the video. Right now, we have only 110 likes on the video. We have over 210 people watching live. Let's get some more likes on the video. Also, again, I put the link for the real estate investing boot camp tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm giving you a gift. You can all register. Come learn and watch it tomorrow. How do you go into the boot camp? Tomorrow, for those of you who come, I'll let you know how you can get access to the replays and the replay, because tomorrow is going to be crazy. I'm telling you. Watch the video. John, you asked, do you think Abilene, Texas is going to be a good purchase? I just did a whole shout out to Nikki. Check the live replay. You'll see the Stargate episode. The next, I think we put the title of that video is the next hottest spot to invest in Texas. I share all my thoughts in that one. Can we submit your financial information to determine the buying power in this market and down payment assistance programs? Yeah, you can email Garland Group at unmb.com. I just put it in there. Okay, email. Carmen, what are you asking? You asking to pay to join the boot camp? Is that what you're asking for? Or are you asking for the Zoom link just for tomorrow? What are you asking for, Carmen? I put the Zoom link again because I'm not sure what you was asking for, Carmen. Now, let me ask you guys a question before I get off of this, right? And thank you. Michael Robinson says, MG, you are the truth. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Is the lighting better on my videos? I know that's kind of random, but you know, my lighting was kind of dark before. And shout out to Tukes, man. Shout out to my brother Tukes, man. Always comes through when I need him. I want y'all, the video quality, is it better? Because, you know, I got my window right here. That's not like a green screen or nothing. That's actually a window looking outside, right? I just like the darkness of how it all looks, right? But let me know what y'all think about the lighting right now. Novocaine said, you've been looking at that area since you dropped the video. It's good. I can see you well. Okay, great. Yes, Tiffany. Faith will carry you through. That's right. Lighting is perfect. Nice setup. Okay, great. Yeah, lighting is better. Okay, great. Shout out to Tukes, right? Shout out to Tukes. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna put the Zoom link again for y'all. True Wealth. It's possible. It's possible. So True Wealth asks, I'm 25 with a 675 credit score and make over 100K a year. Do you think I can qualify for a 4 unit, over 300K in the Midwest? It's definitely possible because we can use a rental income. We have your 100K income. And shout out to you for being 25 years old and getting to it. I love that. 25-year-old making six figures. God bless you. Right. So yeah, so we can use the rental income to help you qualify. And yeah, and there's a lot. A bit dark in the background. Yeah, that's how I wanted it. I wanted to be dark because it's MG after dark, man. You know? So are you like the plants? Yeah, I got a little lighting back there with the plants and stuff. Yeah, you know. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, True Wealth. You're 25 years old, 675 credit score, making 100K a year. Yes, I think you can potentially qualify. You can email my team and we can see how we can help you. Garland Group at unmb.com. And again, guys, if you're learning from me, you're part of my programs, you're taking the content, you're doing all this other good stuff, we would love the opportunity to earn your business. So any one of you, if you guys want to work with me on my team, you can just email us and just put the subject YouTube. All right. But True Wealth Mindset. Yeah, you good on that. You good on that. I love the lighting and the plants. Yeah. MG After Dark. Is this a good time to sell? Is this a good time to sell? It depends on your needs, right? It depends on your needs. It really depends. It's really hard to answer that question. I don't know. If you sell, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy more property? Are you going to go rent? Are you downsizing, upgrading? Like there's a lot of factors into it. You know, what's the trajectory of the area that you're living in, right? If you hold off a little while longer and you wait till these rates drop, could you potentially make more money off of selling something, right? So these are all the things that you got to look into as a home seller when making that determination, you know? It's a lot of things you got to look into when you're trying to make that determination if it's the right time for you to sell or not. What market are you in? I got a lot of realtors here. Maybe connect with one of them. Your next business partner could be in these comments. Andre says, I work for the Fed, so I got to wait uncertain times in regards to the W-2 income. Yeah, man. Look, and I'm glad you talk. I'm glad, first of all, shout out to all my federal employees out there, man. I feel for y'all. They said it was reports over 20,000 of y'all accepted Trump's buyout. But this is one thing that I've been saying for years. One stream of income is too close to being broke. And even when you have a federal job, it's not guaranteed. Nobody's safe. We have to save ourselves. This is why investing is so important, right? This is why investing, not just in real estate, but stock market, crypto, businesses, investing into your own intellectual property so that way you can go out here and run your own plays and create multiple streams of income. If this does not show you guys, first of all, there's two things that got to wake up everybody. Number one, the Fed job is not secure. Trump just showed us. He buying y'all out. Number two, the Dallas Mavericks just traded their franchise player mid-season. That means anybody can get traded. You got to save yourself. Like, you got to really save yourself. You got to go out here and you can't depend on one thing. You have to have multiple things because these people who really run the show can do whatever the fuck they want whenever they want. If Trump is saying, yo, Fed workers, we're going to buy y'all out and get rid of y'all. So pick your poison. Now you're going to get buyout or you're going to get fired. And the Dallas Mavericks, like, just traded their star player just like that. Someone who the previous owner, Mark Cuban, said he will leave his wife before he trades the star player. That's crazy. That just shows you ain't nobody safe out here. We all got to do what we got to do to make sure that we can replace income and move accordingly. Because if you give them permission to feed you, you give them permission to starve you. Shout out to my brother Wall Street Trapper on that one. It's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Make sure y'all like this video, man. We need more likes on this video. Make sure you get the likes up. Share this with 10 people. Share this with 10 people. Again, I'm going to put the Zoom link again. We've been on here for an hour and 11 minutes. This has been a great live so far. This has been a great live so far. I feel like taking a few more questions, man. I'm feeling good tonight. What time is it? 8:53. We'll go another 10 minutes with y'all. I'll go another 10 minutes. Throw some comments. Throw some questions in the comments. I'll take a few more questions. The lighting is good. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. I feel like I can see all my like blemishes and stuff on my face now with this lighting. No one is safe. I appreciate you too, Tiffany. Thank you very much. God bless you as well. One time for Trap. Shout out to Trap. I think Trap is live right now with Trap. What's today? Trap and Tuesdays is on right now. Do you know about the Milwaukee real estate market? I actually was on a call today with one of my mentees. Shout out to Byron. We was analyzing some deals in Milwaukee today. So yeah, I don't know. And this is what I tell everybody on True Wealth. I don't need to know about the markets. I'm not a realtor. I know numbers. I know how to analyze property as an investor, and I know how to get your deals funded from a lender perspective, from an underwriting perspective. That's all I care about. The market is the market. You can send me a deal in Montana. The numbers are still going to be the same. The path is always math, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of new construction going on in the Bronx. Is that the trend like Newark? Yep. Gentrification is coming everywhere. Prices going up everywhere. Andrea Kerr says, I know someone considering to become a mortgage originator. They are currently researching the different types of lenders. Can you drop a quick gem for someone who is thinking about entering the field? Andrea Kerr, this is a really good question. And thank you for asking this question. So they are currently researching the different types of lenders. Tell them stop wasting their time on researching the different types of lenders because that is totally irrelevant at this point in time. If you are looking to enter the business right now, the only thing you should be focused on is taking your 20, what is it, 20 hours, 25 hours, one of them, taking your hours. Why spend your time focusing on lenders when you haven't even taken the test, passed the test yet? You haven't did your 20 hours or 25 hours or whatever it is. You haven't passed the classroom exam. You haven't even scheduled your Fed exam. So the quick gem that I could give them is to focus on what's in front of them right now. Don't worry about where you're going to work at. Worry about, is this going to be something you can even get licensed for? Once you pass both the classroom and the Fed, then now you can worry about which lender I can work for, right? Because there's only three type of people out here that's going to originate loans. You have mortgage brokers, you have mortgage bankers, and then you have big box lenders, right? You know what? I'm feeling even better. Let me drop more gems on you real quick. That was a good question. That was a good question. So, you know what? Let me do something for you. Let me do something for you. Which curriculum do I have this in? Let's see. Okay. Is this one it? Okay. Let me do this for you. Let me give you a little visual. Let me give you a little visual with this one. Type in chat, can you see my screen? Now, Andre, I'm gonna take your comment off so we can really see the screen. Type in chat, can you see my screen? Because Andrea, I thought this was a really good question. Now, Andrea said, I'm gonna repeat the question for those of you who are coming back in here. I know someone considering becoming a mortgage originator. They are currently researching 3 different types of lenders. Can you drop a quick gem for someone who's thinking about entering the field? Like I said, my answer would be, don't worry about the lenders right now. Worry about going through, you're getting your 20, 25 hours completed, passing the classroom exam, and then passing the Fed exam, right? But if you're worried about the lenders, you have to always remember there are 3 types of companies that can originate a loan. You have a mortgage broker, who is basically a middleman who brings the mortgage borrowers and mortgage lenders together. They don't use their own money. Mortgage brokers do not have money to lend. They are a middleman. A mortgage banker is a company that originates funds and sometimes service mortgages. Mortgage bankers use their funds from a warehouse line of credit to fund their loans. They might keep the mortgage on their books, or they might sell it to a back-end investor or a retail bank, like a big bank. And that's the third company. Retail lenders like credit unions, big box lenders like Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Citizens, those are considered retail lenders, right? They offer other products, check-ins, savings, personal loans, auto financing, business banking, et cetera, et cetera. So these are the only 3 people or 3 companies that are out there: brokers, bankers, big banks. Are y'all following me? If y'all following me, type in chat, I follow you, MG. Type in chat, I follow you, MG. Now, Olden Walker says, what do you feel about national MLOs? That's when you're working for like a big bank, retail bank, that they are exempt from licensing. They are federally registered. So yes, I do. It doesn't matter to me which route you go, right? It doesn't matter to me. Now, compensation wise, that's when it's going to play a part, y'all. From a compensation standpoint, the retail bank is going to make the less. So the loan officer that works for the big bank retail operation, those folks are not going to get paid a whole lot of money. Now, if they do, they can potentially do a lot more volume than the mortgage broker or mortgage bank because they have a big name behind them. And I'm telling you guys this because I worked in all 3 of these, right? I've done well in all 3 of these. So the big bank, you're going to do more volume because you have customers coming in your door, because you have bank branches and things like that. But you'll make less per deal. But volume solves all problems, right? So it's not a bad thing, especially for someone coming new. If you can get a job from a bigger bank, it might be your best route to go because you're going to have structure, leadership, management. You're going to have support. And ultimately, you might have leads. Okay. But the golden one to me is if you can work with a banker who is a hybrid and also can broker, then that will be a good mix. But the mortgage broker is also not a bad option either, because then you have numerous banks that you can work with and you can still make great money and have potentially lower interest rates depending on the product than all of these. But if you're dealing with certain deals with a retail bank, you just can't compete. Like a credit union or retail bank, you're not going to be able to compete. Certain deals, if they got it, it's just you might as well walk away from it. So, Andrea, the gem I can tell you a person, I hope this question, Andrea Kerr, help you, and probably you can share this part of the video with your friend, right? But the main thing I think they should be focusing on, first of all, if they're considering becoming a mortgage originator, they need to first focus on that. Because if you come into this dark side, baby, there ain't no considering. It's either you in it to win it or sit your ass on the sideline, respectfully. Because if you ain't in it to win it, and if you ain't ready to go all in on this, don't waste your time. Because you're going to just wind up quitting anyway. So don't waste your time. Like, please. That makes sense? That makes sense, y'all? Type yes in chat if that makes sense. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Travis, where can we go to buy your books? Very good question. So if you want to buy the books, I'm gonna put it right here, mgbookstore.com. Right now, you can get the bundle, you can get the Real Estate Investor Manifesto, and you can get House Hackonomics for $39.99. You can get both books for $39.99. Okay, go to mgbookstore.com. Pick up my 2 books. Third book coming this year. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Takesha Porter, MG, do you still do one-on-one calls? Only for my mentees. Yes. Would you like to become a mentee of mine? Anybody in the chat want to join my mentorship program? Type mentor in the comments. Are any of my mentees here on the call right now? Shout out to you, Sherry Booker. I follow you, MG. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad you are getting value. Mentor, 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 mentor. All right. So we got like several of y'all asking about the mentorship program. Do y'all want to know more? Type mentor or mentee in chat if you want to know more about the mentorship program. This is probably the last thing I'll do before I get the hell out of here. Right? This is probably the last thing I'll do before I get the hell out of here. Okay. If you want to know about the mentorship, type mentee in chat. Because this is going to probably be something for a few of y'all. Okay. So let me do this. Mentor, 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 mentee. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. Type in chat. Can you see my screen? Okay. So the inner circle mentee cohort, right? It's time to join. You're right. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Now, here's the great thing about the mentorship program. And I put the link in the chat for those who can join. This is the inner circle, right? You get bi-weekly group calls. We had one last Friday. It was amazing. Monthly in-person masterminds. Collaborate face-to-face with MG and fellow mentees to refine your strategies and unlock new opportunities. We have a monthly mastermind this Saturday here in New York. Intimate, small. I think this one I'm only having 15 mentees come, right? So that's once a month in New York or Atlanta because I'm between both cities, right? But most of them will be here in New York where I live. You get access to the past and future courses and webinars that I have, including the Home Buyers Blueprint. You get to enroll in all my future boot camps, which I'm going to start doing after the 90 days when I'm doing boot camps every month. You get deal analysis support. When I tell you my mentees text me all the time with deals, today alone, I had 4 different calls with mentees all about deal analysis. You get 3 group strategy calls with MG. So what the group strategy calls is you get it with your accountability partner. With my mentorship program, you get to join with a partner. So if you don't have the 2,500 up front, you can join with someone right now that's in this YouTube comments with you, right? You can join right now, y'all, with someone that's in this YouTube right now. Right now. So you each put up the money, $12.50 a piece. You understand what I'm saying? And you're joined together. And those 3 strategy calls will be joint with you. Now, if you want to join by yourself, you can join by yourself and you can have the 3 strategy calls for yourself one-on-one. So the dope part about my mentorship, it could be 2 for 1 price. So if you have a spouse, if you have a business partner, if you don't have an accountability partner, business partner, whatever it is, that next accountability partner is right here in this YouTube chat because there was about 15 of y'all that said you wanted to join. So if you don't have the 2,500 and if you don't think you would get approved for these buy now, pay later options with Klarna or Afterpay, where you can pay as low as $128 a month or $209 a month, you can split the difference with someone here. All you got to do is probably just in the comments right now, put your name and your email address and tell them, look, if you I want to join, I need a partner who wants to join. This is what folks have been doing. I make it so easy for y'all to join. So if you want one-on-one calls with me, if you want to be a part of the bi-weekly, monthly group calls, if you want to join with your accountability partner, if you want to come to the monthly masterminds, this is what you need to do. And the big mastermind is going to be August when it's InvestFest time. That you don't want to miss. So if you're interested, if you want an accountability partner, and Christian, you're right. If you join today, I got 3 more seats left for Saturday's mastermind. We're going to spend about 3 to 4 hours together on this mastermind on Saturday. Intimate, small, and we're going to get to it. So Christian, if you with it, join right now. If you're in New York or the tri-state area, come to the mastermind on Saturday. We'd love to have you there, my brother. So, are we clear on the mentorship program? Are we clear on the mentorship program? Type yes or no in chat. The link is in the comments right now. You right here in Jersey? Well, I have another mentee coming with their accountability partner from Jersey as well on Saturday. So Christian, pop in, pull up because you never know. And my guy, he got motion. Him and his partner, they got motion. So you never know. Y'all all from Jersey. You never know. You never know. Okay. So I'm gonna take this down off my screen if y'all care. I'm gonna stop sharing this. Link is in the comments if you want to join. Thank you for the super chat. So the traditionalist 101, I appreciate that. Instead of buying a home, how about building one instead? A friend said it's far better because it's nearly the same amount since houses continue to become more expensive. Plus your appliances are new. Yeah, you can build one or you can just buy something that you can renovate. So I agree with that. But I think if you're going to do a rehab or something like that, um, you know, just know it's, or construction, I should say. Just make sure you got a good team, either which way. James the Phoenix, I just put the Zoom link for this in the chat. Olden said, and thank you. Let me go back to you. Hold on. The Traditionalist 101. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the love. Olden, you said if you can't make it in New York, is it recorded virtually? Nope, not at all. Purposely, because I want you to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, is a reason why I'm not recording the in-person ones, because I don't want people to get lazy and say, you know what, I'll just watch it on a recording. Nope. I want you to be able to make it, because every in-person mastermind is going to be different. None will be the same. There might be special guests there might not. Right? So I want people to come to the, if you're a mentee, I don't want the mentees to say, oh, I'll just watch it here, or I can't make it now. I registered to come, but I can't make it. I'll just watch it virtually. Nope, 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 nope. If I'm going to sit here and do this once a month and make sure I'm putting together a good content, run a show and stuff like that, nah, I want people to show up. Because the most important thing with these in-person masterminds too, Olden, is I want you guys to network with each other. That's the whole point. The whole point of any, and let's keep it a buck, y'all. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. When you're joining a lot of these programs that's out there right now, first of all, they're 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. They're very expensive. And there's no knock to nobody who's doing programs. But when you're doing these type of programs, you don't have access to the people that are running the programs. That's not the case with my program. Most of my mentees have my cell phone number. They can text me directly. They can get on my calendar. They can run deals by me. These in-person masterminds, I keep them intimate, except for InvestFest one. That's going to be a big one. But I'm keeping them intimate on purpose because I want to get to know who you are too. Because if you're trusting me to be your mentor and you trusting my guidance and you watching these videos and you watching me here on these things, like I want you to get to know who I am too. And I want to get to know who you are. This is not just about, let me just put people in a program and never not know who they are. Like, if you're investing your money, then I'm going to invest my time to help you to whatever level you are in. And the third most important thing to me is the network that you guys have with each other. To be in the room with each other, you never know who you're going to meet. Sometimes our own inner circles, our family, our friends, our coworkers, the people that we speak to the most, see the most, they're not on the same page as us, y'all. They're not on the same wavelength. So you need to be around people who are on the same type of time, people you can call and say, yo, I got an idea what you think. And you're building true community, not just with the people like myself who are putting together these programs, but with y'all, the people who are like-minded, who are investing into themselves. So if you're looking for that, if you're looking for a community of a mentorship community, a coaching community, a mentor who is accessible, who you can text, who you can get on the calendar, have one-on-one calls with, who you can come and meet with in person on a monthly basis, this is the only thing you should be investing your money into. And look, you guys watch me enough to know if I know what the fuck I'm doing or not. It's true mentorship. It's true mentorship. And when you have the option to be able to join for only $2,500, and you can bring an accountability partner, a business partner, a spouse, split the difference with them. What? What? It's true mentorship. Traditionalist 101. You have a lot of questions. Thank you for the super chat. But what you should do is just invest into the mentorship, because if you want to know how to build, I'm building the home right now from ground up. So did I make it into a course yet? No. But I have the knowledge. I have the information. I know the trials and tribulations, right? Having a team is having good construction people, knowing how to hire general contractors, subcontractors. I GC my own job so I can learn how to hire these type of subs who do construction. I've done rehabs, but construction is different. And I'm also tapped in with construction people, all the resources that you would need to help you get the shit done, no matter what market you're in. So Traditionalist 101, you're a perfect person who should be a part of the program. Thank you for the super chat. But I think you should just join. Traditionalist 101, I'm putting the link right there again, just specifically for you. Specifically for you. So, all right. That's all I got for y'all today. That's why I have to Keisha Porter said, that's why I have to join for my next move to ensure I'm making the right move. That's a fact. The link is right there. Don't talk about it, be about it. And don't hit me in a couple days when that price is over $30,000 and you be like, yo, MG, can I get the $24.97 price? I'm like, no, it's $3,500 now. Sorry. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Like the video, share it with 100 people. I hope you got a lot of information about this. Okay. Vaughn, I told you. Refi. To traditions. Okay, I'll join. I love supporting people that bless others and do good work. Well, I hope you join tonight, brother. Hope to see you. Traditionalist 101. What's your first name? Let me look out for you. Because when you join, I'm gonna call you personally. You ain't gonna have to set a calendar. You join tonight, Traditionalist. I'll call you tomorrow and we'll have a call. Okay. That's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me tonight. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. This has been a great conversation. Download Rants and Gems on all podcast audio outlets. Steven. All right, Steven. I'm waiting for the alert. House Hackonomics, the Real Estate Investors Manifesto. You can go to, if you can't afford $2,500 to join the program, buy the books. They're extremely good. Buy the books. Okay. Christian, I want to see you there too, brother. You say you want to join Christian. So that way you can come to the mastermind on Saturday because you're right in Jersey. Okay. Link is right there. And then also for everybody who wants to be a part of the real estate investing boot camp, that's tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely should join. I'm gonna give you the Zoom link for free. You can register. I got Tash Nugent tomorrow, big time investor in Seattle. And I got my guy, Handsome Home Buyer. You can go check them both out on Instagram. And these are heavy hitters, both with 8-9-figure real estate portfolios. So this is going to teach you. You want to learn construction, rehab. Like Charles, the Handsome Home Buyer, he's flipping hundreds of homes here in New York, in Long Island, New York, one of the most expensive markets in the country. So this is not going to be. This is going to be, and traditionalist Stephen, this is a conversation that you're going to want to hear because we're going to talk a lot about construction tomorrow. So make sure you tap in. All right. We've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. I only wanted to be on here for 45 minutes, and I've been on here an hour later. All right. So the Zoom link, I'll put it in the show notes as well. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow night at the boot camp. All right. Peace.